Hello and welcome to a new video, and maybe as you can hear, this one is my first video in English. And I must say I'm a little bit excited and nervous how it is to speak in English and how it is to make a video in English. And in advance I'm so sorry about all the grammar mistakes I will make, so don't be too hard with me please. And yeah, so this video is actually really my 7-month update. So I'm here right now in the USA for 7 months, and how this month was, how I felt, and all this stuff you will hear in this video. So have fun! So first, my general feelings. I still feel very good here. I'm so happy to be here and everything is still good, as I told you in the last 6 updates. I feel very good with my host family. I love my kids, and yeah, it's really good here. But there was actually one thing in March which was not so great, and that was that kind of my best friend here got sent and rematched from her family, and so she started looking for a new family and lived here for 1 week, and it was kind of, yeah, it sucks if so good friends leaving you. And she's now in New Jersey. Well, it's not so far away from here, but of course you can't see each other every week or do everyday stuff together like we did before, and yeah, that's sad, and that was kind of a bad thing in March. But you get used to the situation, but of course it's sad. And there was also another friend who had problems at home in Germany, and so flew back to Germany, and yeah, so I lost kind of 2 friends in March here, what sucks, but you can change it and you have to live with it. And I think it's kind of the part of your prayer life to say goodbye a little bit. And yeah, so I had to say goodbye to 2 friends in March. Yeah. But I also had a very good thing in March, and that was because I feel so good here, I decided to extend for 9 months. I will stay 9 more months here after my first year, and yeah, I decided to extend in a new family. So I start to do my application and to find a new family, and yeah, that's actually, so right now a thing what I'm doing. And so if you'd like to have a video about my extension, just let me know and say it in a comment, and then I talk a little bit more about my extension, how it is to extend, what you have to do, and how it is again to interview families. And then if I find a family where I'm not right now, I can talk about that. Yeah, that was my general feelings. The next point, my host family. How it is with my host family. Yeah, as I said before, it's great. I love my host family. I love my host parents. They're so cool, and maybe it's annoying for you because I tell that really now since 7 months, but it's not changing in the other way. It's getting better and better and better. We get closer and closer, and I'm so scared about leaving here, but yeah. I have to leave here in 5 months now, and that's not long, kind of. But yeah, so let's go back to the good things. Yeah, we really get close, and they so supported me also with extending. I was so nervous to tell them that I will extend in another family, because I mean I love them, but I just want to see another place, another area, meet new people, and I don't want to stay in DC. That's kind of the only reason why I want to extend in a new family, and of course to get new experience with new kids and all this stuff. But so they support me extremely with all the extending stuff. My husband said if I want, I can she can Skype with other host families to tell them how I am, and she wrote, no, not wrote, she checked my application letter on mistakes, and I should tell them in which place the families are. Then they will tell me if there's a good place or a bad place. And yeah, it feels great that they support me so much. Then to the next point, my host kids. Yeah, my host kids. What I should say, they're lovely. I love them. They're so gorgeous and they're just so cute. And still, of course, sometimes you have the trouble with the kids. And so, for example, there was one day with my 4-year-old boy. He got back home from his grandma and we're really crazy, and then so you kind of have to send them a few times in time out and all this stuff. That's hard, but I mean, they're 4 years old, that's normal. And yeah, but they're still fine and I get along with them really well, and they behave like a 2 and a 4-year-old behave, and come to me, and yeah. And my 4-year-old just keep going, telling me he will miss me so much if I'm leaving, and he didn't want that I leave. And he always asks me, so when he has to go back to Germany, or when he has to leave my family, and I was so, in 5 months, in 4.5 months, and so yeah. And my 2-year-old boy, we started potty training with him. So right now I'm not really have to do something with it. They just started it, but I'm really excited. How excited? I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's really interesting how it will be to potty train him, and I'm not looking forward to it, I would say, but so we have to do it, and yeah, we will see how it will be. So I will tell you in my next month update how it is. Yeah, that's my host kids. And so at the next point, traveling and activities, what I did in this month. Actually, I've been very often to the sea this month. I think 2 or 3 times at the weekend. I don't know why, just went to the sea a few times. And that was the St. Patrick's Day. And I know in Germany we not celebrate St. Patrick's Day so much, but here it's really huge and big and everyone is freaking out. And I asked my host mom, so why are you celebrating that? And she was so, because we need a reason to drink. It's okay, good. So yeah, but at that day we went to a St. Patrick's Day parade in Old Town here close to us, and it was really great. It was a long parade. I think it took 1 or 2 hours around. 1.5 hours. That was really long, and it was nice. There were a lot of Irish dance because St. Patrick's Day came from Ireland, yeah. So there was a lot of Irish dance and yeah, all these stuff, and everything was green, and you had the Ireland flag, and yeah. So I think American people so like to do all these celebrating stuff and decorate and be over it, everything a little bit too much. But I like it. Yeah, that was one thing we did in March. And then there was another big thing in March, and that was that my dad came here to visit me to see how I live here, and it was great. He came here at the, I think, 26th of March and stayed till the 5th, 6th of April. So kind of in my next video you will hear also a little bit about him. But so in March he came, and at the first weekend he was here we went to DC again, and I showed him all the sightseeing points and the monuments and the White House and what you can see in DC. And then the following weekend we went to New York, because he'd never been in America, he'd never been to New York, and so we visited New York, and he was really impressed about it. It was my 4th time now that I've been to New York, so I kind of get used to it, but still New York is a great city, and we did so this normal tourism program, and yeah, so Times Square, we made a ferry tour to the Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, then we went up to on the Empire State Building and up to the top of the Rock, and went to a Broadway musical, Aladdin, and that was really nice. It was kind of a dream world with a lot of glitter and dresses, and it was really nice, and I really enjoyed it. So that was a great thing I did in March. Yeah, and basically I think that was all what happened in March. At the beginning I was not so busy, but with all these rematch thing with my friend, I was then kind of busy in a negative point, and so the March went by so fast again, and now it's April. It's so fast, this freaking time. Yeah, so well, we came to my next point, money. I must say money is really okay. I spent some money to book flights to Florida in May because my friend is coming, and so there I spent some money, but it was okay. It was not too expensive, and yeah, it's a little bit easier the situation when I decided to extend, because I not have to pay now for my travel month so soon, so I have more time to save money, and I have more money to spend on things, where it's really nice. And so my money situation is okay, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, the next point, food and sport. I must say in March I wasn't so active in sport because my friend was here with the rematch, and she slept here, and then she was so I don't want to go to sport, and then my dad came, and I don't want to go to sport. I know it's excuses, but so I ended up doing not so much sport in March. I'm so sorry, but it happened, but I plan to go tomorrow. I hope I will do it. I'm not sure. And food, it's so kind of, I'm not really take care, so a little bit I take care of what I'm eating, but I also like to eat sometimes McDonald's or, I don't know, waffles for breakfast, and I think I'm really more eating the American way, like Americans eating, or like you think Americans eating, and so it's not so healthy. But I must say I'm not at weight, so I'm fine with that, and I feel good, so then I think it's totally fine. And then my last point, the contact home. Yeah, my contact home was, of course, a lot because my dad came here, so my home came to the US, kind of. And we also Skyped a lot before he came to organize all these stuff, and yeah. So the contact is good. I still know what's going on at home, and that's fine. I think sometimes I don't want to have too much contact home, because maybe I get homesick there, I don't know. If I know, okay, they're doing this cool stuff, they're doing that cool stuff, they go to this party, and I am here and can say no, I can't go, so, because it's so far away, obviously. But then I also think, hey, I'm here and I'm doing so much great stuff here what I never would do if I'm still in Germany, so it's really fine. Yeah. And that was actually my March month update. I hope you enjoyed listening to me, and I hope my English wasn't too bad and I not made too much mistakes. And yeah, just let me know how you think to do some videos in English, because I thought maybe I will mix it. I will do some videos in English, some videos in German, and yeah, so tell me how you think about my idea. If it's good, if it's bad, you really can say if it's bad. You just say shut up, your English is horrible. But no. And yeah, so I hope to see you at the next video. Bye!